All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Clannad, episode 1. All right, this legendary show is one that has been in the polls since like the beginning of the channel almost. Like pretty dang early.
Well, and it's one of those ones that like has such a reputation to it that it's like, okay, yeah.
It's KyoAni.
It's KyoAni. It's early KyoAni.
It's like a slice of life romantic comedy visual novel adaptation from like the mid 2000s when that was like popping, you know.
And the big tough point with this one is that it was something that I had already seen. And it was a 50 episode show. It's like, okay,
sure.
You know, that's kind of a big one for a half blind reaction, but it has now won a poll, and so. Here we are.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on our Discord, especially, that have been waiting for us to get into
tears streaming down their face.
So I feel happy for them, especially, in that it's like, you have waited.
Yep, so long.
Yes, so long.
Yeah.
But this show is one that I know very little about, despite actually knowing quite a bit about the reputation of the story. I just learned recently that this was a visual novel adaptation, so I'm guessing there will be some harem, like, you know, kind of root, you know, kind of choose a girl kind of qualities to it. But then also, this is a show that a lot of people, like, cry about in general, so I expect some death, you know, eventually,
Gotcha.
or of some level, because that's generally why the anime community cries about things like that. Or it's more of just the wholesome side of things, of where there's such a sweet romance that comes through this that it's just like, you know, the Toradora crying, where it's like, you're just like, this is so beautiful, and yet the pain some of these characters are feeling in the midst of this. But I'm expecting more towards the death side of things. You know?
It's something where I'm really excited to get back into this, because I haven't watched this show in a very long time. In a hot minute. And because there's a lot of episodes, you know?
Sure.
I don't remember too much about what happens. Like, I know, I remember like the
general things,
specific details, you know, right? But
wow.
But I don't remember like that much of the moment by moment. So I'm really excited to get back into it.
Okay, yeah. I feel like this is a show that I am still not sure how much it is slice of life, romance, or comedy, and those three kind of balancing together. And I really want to see, like, given that it's an older show, not that old really, but how the comedy side of things specifically lands. Like, does it hold up, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
Today. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
This song takes me back.
Ooh, nice, strong emotion. Jesus.
Yep.
But then you saw her.
And this song too.
アンパン。この学校は好きですか？私はとっても好きです。でも何もかも変わらずにはいられないです。
見知らぬ女性と俺に向けられた言葉ではなかった。
楽しいこととか嬉しいこととか全部変わらずにはいられないです。
Oh, flash of color. I like it.
見つければいいだろう。
Whoa. Okay.
I love the soundtrack for this show so much.
次の楽しいこととか嬉しいことを見つければいいだけだろう。
Whoa.
俺たちは登り始める。長い坂道を。
Yes,
also,
OP time.
Yep, this is one of my favorite OPs.
Really?
Yeah.
Of all time? Just...
It's so good.
What? Don't get rolling.
I forgot this is how it started.
Evil Body Improvement Club?
Yep.
This is the rugby crew, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can tell, yeah. Oh my god, yep, they're passing him back, yep. The homeroom teacher, who's too powerful for all of them. Her strength combined. Yep. Wait, aren't they at a school? Dorm mother. Oh. On the hillside path where cherry blossom flutter. Okay. Yep, of course. Ah! Nice. Is that a pencil or a French fry? I couldn't tell.
I think it was Pocky.
It is. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh my god, it's amazing. Alright, I love their dynamic thus far. They're a bunch of dumbasses, but yeah, I love them. Is this a supernatural show? Oh. Jeez. It's like, I'm a third year. I don't care. I am the class representative.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. He's kind of blasé.
Yep.
Oh my god. She's so sad.
Yep.
Wow, that was the fortune reading. Oh. Whoa. She threw that like a frisbee. It literally arcs like a frisbee.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah. Big sister power. Damn, they really go hard on like little bits of animation, like just like constantly, you know.
It is KyoAni after all.
Oh, indeed, yes. Oh my god. Alright, the comedy is landing really well thus far.
Glad you're liking it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Lots of convenience relationships, yeah. Oh. What? What was that outfit on one of them? He's on.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Wait, so they do a teaser in the beginning?
Oh. Huh.
Oh, or is this not a teaser?
Okay, no, yeah. That seemed like a teaser for a second.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, her back must be really strong, like... Alright, martial arts, let's go. Yep. Jesus! What? Oh my god! Yes! Spectator's view!
Yeah.
Beautiful!
Over so quickly.
Oh god. Oh no.
He's just Looking away.
Yeah.
I don't know this person.
Yeah, Tsunohara is...
Rejoice.
Yes. Hey, he backs up a little bit!
その時俺は思い出していた。かつてこの町にはとんでもなく強くそして美しい少女がいて、一般人に迷惑をかけたがる頭の悪い連中をやっつけて回っていたという噂が。
Yes. But yes, I remembered at the last second.
あいつやる気になったのが。
Yeah, go girl, go.
ハンバーグ?
Oh, yeah. Maybe she has a little mantra of like
Saying
seeking
favorite
food.
foods or something.
Yeah, to like give herself that like good feeling. Oh, the club's like stopped. They're not operating anymore.
Nope.
この手は何ですか?
Head pats always help.
Yeah, no real reason. Exactly. Just.
忘れてたよ。
Yeah.
演劇部は今年の3月で
Damn.
活動休止したんだ。
Yep.
That's rough.
人員が少ないって聞いていましたけど。
Theater club members sometimes just. Their theater club people in general just have it rough. You know, just theater people.
休
They,
止ってことは
yeah.
条件が揃えば活動が再開できるってことだ。もう一
All
頑張
right,
りしてみ
let's
たら
start a club.
俺も手伝うからさ。
Ah.
岡崎さん、どうしてこんなに親切にしてくださるんですか?
どうしてだろうな。
No. Why indeed?
He's like pondering his life's existence now.
Uh-huh.
それ、今週の新商品なんです。
Aw.
よかったら食べてみてください。
Mom?
古川の姉さん。
No, it's gonna be mom.
代金は結構ですよ。
100%. That voice. Yep.
それ、コンセプトはなごみです。
なごみ。
中におせんべいが入ってるんですよ。名付けておせんべいパンです。
はっきり言わせてもらうけど、これは失敗作だろ。
美味しくありませんでしたか?
味も問題あるけど、そもそも食いにくすぎる。これじゃ売れ残って当然だ。
私のパンは、私の
Oh my god.
ちょっと。
What? Where are you running? What? Don't you like? What?
Yeah.
父親だけはまともであってほしい。
The father was not indeed sane.
なんだ。最悪だった。
Oh my god.
言ってくれたな。それから言わずにうまいうまいって食ってりゃいいんだよ。それが義理だろ、人情だろ。
Yes.
Duty, morality.
そのまんま突きつけちゃかわいそうだろ。
Ugh.
一体の住民はあいつのパンを
Oh my god.
これは暗黙の掟だ、法律だ。だから
It is law.
守れよ、じゃねえとしばくぞこれ。うちの子と同じ学校の制服じゃねえか。ひょっとしててめえ渚の友達？早く言えよ。
Oh my
す
god.
みません。娘の友達に恥ずかしいところ
Wait, what?
I love these two so much.
渚が新学期早々友達を連れてくるなんてな。
しかも男の子です。
Oh my god. Of course.
男だと。
今気づいた。
It's like, yeah, it's like you just clued in.
Right.
こんな安男に渚を渡せるか。キュルキュル。
それじゃあ俺これで。
てめえそれだ。男なら俺と女を力ずくでもしろ。と言っても渡さない。
Wow. Yep. Getting along so well. Of course. What? That was adorable. That was so cute.
岡崎さんです。岡崎智也さん。
Oh,
耳ちいだな。
Jesus.
岡崎銀河とかにしろ。
Wow. Wow.
さってお呼びしていいですか?
ついでに名字大宇宙にしろ。
Oh my god. The cosmic galaxy.
Yeah,
俺の名前は
exactly.
岡崎智也だ。
大きいだけでなく、時空の流れも超越した存在ということで、岡崎智也エターナル。
Eternal.
これからはそう名乗れ。
He always agrees. Oh, wait. I can't even follow.
Yeah, they are a chaotic bunch.
Yes, he would like more. Oh. So not like daughter like or mother like daughter.
すみません。
Because clearly the daughter made all this food.
なんか不思議
Basically. Yeah.
こんな家族もいるんだなって。
That or he's already catching on.
そうでしょうか。
また
あ
明日な。
Yeah.
There's a reason he was staying out so late. finding any excuse.
Jeez.
また智也君に迷惑をかけてしまったかな。
All right.
Yeah.
Well, now I think I'm starting to clue in. Yeah, now I think I'm starting to clue in why a lot of people cry about this show.
親父はアルコールと賭け事に溺れ、ろくに仕事もし
Main character's just got a really rough life.
Yep.
もしよろしければ
Whoa.
あなたをお連れしましょうか。この町の願いが叶う場所に。
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the first episode.
Ah.
And now you get it?
Now I get it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Dengo. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. It's a very
So it
strong
begins.
first episode.
Isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
almost a bit chaotic in that it introduced so many characters to us that they're basically saying there's no plot yet. There's no plot, really.
Not really.
The main thing is that Okazaki.
Okazaki.
That's
Yeah.
going to be a thing that I'm gonna make sure I can get the pronunciation down. Okazaki.
Process on the right syllable.
Yeah, exactly. Okazaki met a girl who seems to be in a uniquely parallel situation, and yet her situation that she's coming from is way better. So
Right.
the cycle is unique in that
Yeah.
he's going to an area that he doesn't necessarily like that much, and he can't see any of the potential good things there because he's overlaid that filmy color over the entire landscape
Yep.
because of his situation. But
Yep.
then he meets this girl who's very much trying to encourage herself and be like, I can do this.
Come on.
Yeah, huh? But she comes here and finds that there's nobody here that she knows or is
Right.
necessarily friends with anymore, because maybe the friends that she did have back then are all now,
Yeah.
well,
They
moved
graduated.
on, or they graduated,
Yep.
or they just don't necessarily, interact with her much. And maybe she's, nervous to go up to them and be like, hey, let's resume our friendships or what have you. So, yeah, he feels maybe a bit compelled to be her friend, but I think the more, accurate, deeper reason is that he doesn't really have too many friends in general.
Nope.
And he sees a very convenient opportunity to make a friend.
Right.
And it's a thing of where he's not even necessarily like, doing this out of just like an attraction or like a fully aware thing of I need a friend right now. It's just sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's been so disconnected from everything that's been happening here that all of a sudden he sees someone who might be some kind of kindred spirit, and it's like, oh, okay.
I latch onto that immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really sad actually, because I totally love stories where we have a character that is actively engaging in the side characters' lives, if that makes sense. Except we have a cool disconnect with that with Sunahara, in that Sunahara is his roommate. So there's almost this feeling that him and Sunahara are so close that they kind of aren't necessarily like great friends, if that makes sense.
Right, like
they're obviously friends, like obviously.
Yeah.
But I wonder if him and Sunahara would be friends if they weren't roommates.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
And it could kind of also be the thing of we're friends also because we're both sort of the outcasts at the school, more or less, for various different reasons.
Interesting. I definitely got the vibe that Sunahara is kind of a gimmicky kind of outcast type character like that. But with Tomoya or Okazaki, I got more of the vibe that he's a little bit notorious. Like he's one that is a little bit of the...
Yeah, like the other kids in the class were talking about the two of them before they came in.
Right. He's a little bit one of those characters who, your eyes are scary, kind of like thing with towards main character.
And it would make sense given what we see of him at the very beginning of the episode and his outlook on everything and what we learn at the end of the episode about his home life and everything. It totally makes sense that he would be someone that would not be very approachable and
or fun to be around.
At school, right?
No.
And so then, hey, this girl comes along that doesn't know anybody there, which is also kind of like potentially a fresh
introduction
start,
for
right?
him,
Because she doesn't know who he is,
Yep.
you know, because she doesn't know any of the people here. And then, oh, hey, you know, they're able to get along.
Yeah. Is it at all clear when, like, because this show I can tell is doing a lot of things that are pretty fast paced with regards to introductions, and I think they're kind of just expecting me to follow along. Are any of these girls like inherently not third years? Because I know Japanese schools will have people their first, second, and third years in the same environment, but they won't be in the same class necessarily. But class is also not being said with the 1, 2, or 3 in the front right now, so that's really wigging me out. They're just saying class B and D, so I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I can't tell other than literally Rio, the class rep for class D. She very much seemed to be not a third year.
Well, but at the same time, if she's the class rep for Okazaki's class, who is a third year, then...
Well, but then how is an older sister here at the school, in the school uniform?
Maybe they're like non-identical twins, you know, and so her sister is like,
she was born literally 9 months earlier, you know.
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
Because she seemed a lot like bigger and older and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe that's just character model design, but I'm not sure who's a third year, who's not, because they don't have the number in front of the school's name, the class names, basically.
Right. I will do my best to help with, like, you know, clarification of like details and stuff when I can. But there is a lot of stuff that like I'd need to look up myself.
Okay.
Just because it's been a while.
Okay. I'm guessing for now it's not really important. If they want to bring it up, they will.
Yeah.
But the idea is that everyone is peers for now. But yeah, it feels like the kind of thing where they're setting up the story to be a situation where, because he's a third year and he's already in a dorm room situation, which kind of says a lot actually about, you know, his home life, if he's really trying to like get out as fast as possible. So the dorm situation might just be a, hey, can I have another place that I can, you know, bed and not be there?
Well, and the way he was asking, like, Tsunohara for like tea and stuff, it's probably Tsunohara's dorm, and then he just goes and hangs out there.
Oh, that's
right,
a good point.
because he doesn't want to go home.
Oh, that's a very good point. Yeah. Because we don't serve that here. Yeah, the comment is basically such that
it's like, aren't you going to offer some tea to your guest? You know.
Right. The implication being that he's comes here often, so they joke about it. But it's the idea that no, he doesn't.
He doesn't actually know if there's tea here. Yeah.
Yeah. Where is the part where we actually get that scene? Here we go. Where they're underneath the Kosatsu. Or is it Kotatsu?
Kotatsu.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And he has no investment in this area, hence doing that. Oh, and of course, there's only one bed.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, messing with the rugby club and everything because, oh yeah, he's not here. It's not his problem.
Yeah, I'm really confused, though, about this potential ghost thing here. Like, obviously, we already have a character that's dead, even though we don't know her name, and his mom. But the idea of, we're already setting up a potential supernatural element to the show. I'm really surprised if that's the direction the show's going to go, because I didn't get that vibe at all from the reputation of this show, that it had any kind of, you know, supernatural like mystery, you know, solve the story of this girl's past or what have you kind of thing. But I guess maybe you need some kind of a hook for a VN that's a little bit outside of the romance angle.
Like I'm not too familiar with VN, so I don't know like how much that comes into play, but I feel like that could totally be it. And I know that there were things like one of the things that the VN got a reputation for was with the way it basically like used the mechanics in cool ways.
Okay. Nice.
But
yeah, this show's comedy still
it's
hits.
Good, right?
Like this show's what, late 2000s, and I was enjoying almost every single joke. Like this was really funny, and it was very, very cool to see how a lot of the jokes felt like cliche, and yet I still really, really enjoyed them.
Yeah, Yeah, because the whole
comedy
thing
is super subjective, of course. So
right.
it's just,
Potato, you know, like to each their own, right? But whether it's the yes, the mother that's terrible at cooking,
but she like has inspired ideas.
right?
I put rice crackers in them. That's why they're leftovers, and it's like, what are you smoking? Like, what? Bread is so good. Why would you ruin it with rice crackers?
Yep.
Like,
And then the husband that's like, what did you say to her?
Unspoken rule.
Yeah, even the neighbors know. You
Tim
buy
May.
it, you eat it, you say it's good. It doesn't matter if it actually is or not.
Just don't buy it again if you don't like it. Like that's.
Yep.
I mean, heck, he didn't even spend anything for this. So
right,
it's
she
like,
offered to him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a freebie. Yeah.
I mean, it's 90 yen. Like,
Right.
That's nothing,
No,
basically.
no. And let's be real, like it either probably would have been a thing of, okay, these are leftovers, so
And then
throw
they're
them
gonna
out.
get thrown out.
Or like,
Yeah.
you know, the husband being like, no, they're great, I'll eat them all or something
I eat them
like
all
that.
myself. That's why I get so strong.
Yeah, exactly. I
I'm
love the
sustained by your incredible cooking. Nagisa, please save me. Give me some protein. You know, quickly.
right. I love the just the verbiage that he uses with Tomoya of like,
You know.
well, right, puny name, but also like, have you no sense of loyalty, honor, and duty? You know.
Yeah. That is duty. Yeah, that is morality. Yeah.
It is law.
And he's like, oh, you're Nagisa's friend.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and there's very much this vibe of this guy didn't fully grow up, you know?
Oh,
like,
no.
Like,
Oh,
he's
absolutely
still an absolute dingus, so he's probably like 35, you know? Maybe 30, like 3 even. And it's the idea that like he got a kid.
Right,
and
they had kids early.
Super young.
Sure.
Like maybe even like risque young. Like
Who knows?
Like
Yeah.
like I very much get the vibe that this is like the young couple that like still like kind of makes friends with high schoolers, you know? And it's like, you know, and it's just like, wait, what are you, what? And they're like, no, we
We're still
want friends
kids.
for our kid. Like,
Right,
see,
right,
like,
exactly.
Clearly, like,
But
for
you
our
know,
kid.
Well, but also I could. Okay, maybe.
But we want more liveliness in the house in general.
Yeah,
So like,
since it's been so long since I've seen this show, I'm going to go a bit of like theorizing into the potential like meanings of different things because I didn't think about that too much when I watched the show. But like,
oh sure, you were a lot younger.
yeah, exactly. But and you know, keep it from going into any spoilers or whatever. But
Sure.
with this setup. Since Nagisa doesn't have any friends right now because all her friends graduated the previous year because she wasn't able to go to school.
Yeah, they're very much trying to aggressively
Yeah.
make him feel like he's welcome here so that she can make a new friend. Yeah.
Yep. But
Yeah,
then
I got that
also,
vibe as well.
I could totally see it being something where it's we also will try and basically be our daughter's friend, you know, because she doesn't
Sure.
have any right now.
Sure.
And so it's like
the little fist bump, triple.
yeah,
little
you know,
symbol. That was the
goo
cutest
or whatever
thing.
it was, you know,
Yeah,
like
that was so adorable.
it was super sweet.
Yeah.
And I love that it's something where they are totally quirky and, you know, and just all over the place, and yet they're a sweet family of dongos, basically, right?
yeah, they
You know,
are.
and he doesn't have that, right? He goes back home and it's yeah, Dad, you should at least lie down if you're gonna go to sleep, right? Like, no wonder he's so drawn to this place. Like the fact that he went back to the bakery late at night after running away from home,
Again.
after just meeting them the one time,
Yeah.
right? Of course the place is closed, right? But the idea that he was maybe thinking,
He
hey,
literally runs out of the house. Yeah.
Yep. And, you know, he wasn't necessarily intending to go back to the bakery. Maybe he was just running and then it was on his mind, so he finds himself there, you know? But, yeah. And then Nagisa's there.
Nagisa's there. And what I really love is that there's aspects of the way that they're setting up the framework of this story is that he needs to be saved on some level.
Sure.
And I think that's totally fine to have in a story, but generally speaking, that can happen at the cost of another character's characterization.
Sure, yeah.
Where there's some girl that basically just becomes
Is there to be the stepping stool for the other character's arc,
character
basically?
growth. Yeah, exactly. So the way she was highlighted with this angelic glow,
Sure.
and it's like, oh, I really like her character. You know, I hope she stays a 3-dimensional full character.
I mean, this is 2D animated, Caleb. But,
I know, I get it.
yeah.
But
except for that scene with the girl in the room, but yeah.
yeah, that was interesting. A 3D environment
Yep.
that she was definitely a 2D character walking
Right.
within.
The,
It was a very eerie feeling to give her this, like, she is not where she needs to be.
yeah, the whole vibe of that scene, I love.
I want to know where that goes, but I'm feeling that's being saved for future episodes.
Yeah,
So
we'll have to see.
we'll
yeah.
see later. But yeah, meeting her out there at night sets up a potential kind of, romantic, connection. But also the idea of, oh, okay, you can reliably, basically lean on them.
Sure.
Lean on
Yeah.
her as well. And yet, I want these two to support each other.
Right.
Support each other. Now, this is a VN adaptation, so I also am holding everything with a little bit of a loose kind of grip here because
See how it ends up shaking out.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to be maybe a little bit kind of interacty with all the girls, hence the OP.
Sure.
Giving us all their names and not even giving us Sunahara's name in the OP, telling us very much where the focus of this show is going to be.
Or even the younger sister, Like,
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess you could have a class rep would be a member of the class. No, I was trying to see like maybe Rio's from second year. I don't know, but okay.
If anything, maybe this is just me spitballing like theory stuff. Maybe it's something where because this is from a visual novel that was also older, because this is an older show, the original material would have been older. Maybe back then it was before they actually had the number with each class, so the different letters also have a year associated with them. So class D is a third year class and class B is a different year class or something like that. But I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I was about to, when he said that, I was about to make the joke of, wow, she's smarter than you, dude. It's generally what that means, right? Is Class A is the one where basically the smarter kids are at.
I don't know. I know that was certainly a thing in Ask Class. I don't know if that's a thing in general.
Okay.
But
Tomoyo, hilarious introduction, very over the top, crazy well animated.
Yep.
And Joe, I love that basically there's already 2 women in this story that could kick any of the characters' asses. So they're basically saying at some point we'll have the Tomoyo
showdown
versus
of the
Kyo
century.
showdown. Yes, and it'll be
both the
one for
majestically
ages.
long-haired girls at the high school throwing down.
And then Misai-san will come in and just boom, bonk their heads together and be like,
enough.
Baka, But I love that we very clearly also established some aspects of the difference though between students that are at the school that kind of have their shit together, students that are at the school that don't have their shit together,
Sure.
adults that are outside of that school's immediate dynamic that
Also do or don't have
do
their
or
shit
don't,
together.
in the same way that the Furukawa parents are, married and they have a kid and they have a little business and home and it's really sweet. Their personalities are so chaotic and it in some ways dysfunctional. But adorably dysfunctional.
Right,
it's really, really endearing.
Yes, and I think that's maybe one of the other things that made Tomoya attached to them so quickly is because it's the whole thing of, maybe he sees some of himself in the dad, right? You also you have a personality that would not go well at a school. You must not have been very liked at at your high school, right? But
it's almost chuny the way the dad acts.
Sure,
it's very, very over the top and immature. Yeah.
Yep. And yet.
And the wife is kind of the same way in a lot of ways.
Yep.
She's in her own fantasy land of yes, this is all so wonderful. But then the second she receives the criticism, she runs out of her own business instead of running into the back to her husband for help.
She just leaves the building.
She leaves the building at
night. Yeah.
I still can't get over that as a joke because for some reason in my mind, if I was that fragile with my ego with regards to a thing that I created, which I totally resonate with that.
I don't think I could take that kind of rejection.
I don't like that kind of rejection or criticism either. But the idea of running out versus running and retreating further into the business. I'm like, clearly there's a room back there where your husband is there with a baseball bat, but she wants to run out.
She's doing that for the sake of saving this boy's life, because if she runs back into her husband crying, he's probably going to take that baseball bat and do something
actually
with
use it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Or even more, she knows that if she runs out, he has to step in. Because he's like, oh, no.
She's truly big brain.
I wouldn't want anyone to see my wife running out of our bakery, crying without me having done something about it.
Yes. Morality and loyalty and duty and all that stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Yes.
I love that they also had they both played into the whole ridiculous name thing of not manly enough. You need to add Galaxy in there, and
then she's like,
names.
Eternal, and I'm like, no, that's not even the same convention they're going with right now. They're actually thinking of Japanese names here, and you just put Eternal after it. And then he's like, ethanol. I see that you're
Yep.
Now I wonder if this is just a slight little thing here. It might just be that ethanol sounds kind of like eternal. But does his wife kind of have maybe a stutter or something? Her lack of confidence mean that she doesn't speak her words fully formed as well? So
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ethanol is him being he's slightly roasting his wife as well, but also yes.
Yeah, their ways are very mysterious, clearly, and we'll have
understanding them is the deep lore.
Right, and we'll have to get into future episodes of the show in order to truly understand it. But yeah.
Okay.
Also, I just have to ask, how'd you like the OP and ED?
Oh, I really loved the ED. Since that was more recently watched, but the OP as well was really good. I feel like the OP, they went really all out in a lot of the visuals, and yet the song is still kind of lingering in the back of my mind. But the childlike hope and peace and goodness of the Dango ED was just pure warmth.
It was
I want to go eat a really warm, just savory bun now. I want to go find a bakery now.
I love the way that ED one is used in the episode, right? But also just is used as a way to get at the themes of the show in a really wholesome, sweet, fluffy way. Because maybe things can be wholesome, sweet, and fluffy, Maybe. But yeah.
Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.